have a pussy magnet?
No.
If I buy a car, I must buy one with a pussy magnet.
A car that women will like.
Yes, but where you keep this
No,
magnet?
there's no magnet. No, it's just it needs the vehicle.
Welcome to the show!
All right, horns up, metalheads. It's time for another edition of Rock and Metal Revival, and if you're listening, you have found the pussy magnet.
Yes, that's what we're called.
Yeah.
That's what they call us on the
Exactly.
On the
Ain't that what your plates say in your van?
Yeah,
Pussy magnet.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good, man. I started a new job this week.
I know. No longer do you have to sell
cars,
vehicles
yeah.
that have pussy magnets.
Yeah.
Because they're hard to find.
They're hard to find.
Yeah.
You know, and most people come to me and they want the pussy magnet, and I'm not going to lie to them.
Yeah. It's not going to be cheap.
No.
And it might take a while.
I told Terry, I said, here, buy this Honda Civic. It's got a pussy magnet in it. Off down the road he went. All right, on today's show, speaking of...
Oh, yeah. We got Noize.
Lita Ford is with us today, buddy.
Yeah. Have you finished your book yet?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And living like a runaway. And
she fucked a lot of stars.
I wish she'd have known us back in the 80s.
Oh, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
I
wish she had movies or some home movies.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be
maybe we'll ask her about
I read
that.
the book, didn't see the movie yet.
All right.
Maybe there'll be a movie.
I hope so. All right, so what do you say we kick the show off with some big cock? I knew when I let you do the playlist this week that there'd be some big cock on it.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Exactly.
How else are you going to start a show?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know who Big Cock is, you might recognize the voice of Mr. Robert Mason. This is Fucked Up, kicking off this edition of the Rock and Metal Revival. Man, it smells nice in here.
I know, dude.
What kind of incense is that?
It's a special kind I got from a friend of mine. Yeah,
It smells earthy.
it's probably.
Got any more incense?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let me
smoke,
see, yeah.
get some going here in a second.
All right. From their CD Running Wild, there's Airborne and Too Much, Too Young, Too Fast on Rock and Metal Revival. And
not our case anymore.
Dude, no. Not at all. Dude, you know, have you seen that Axl Rose already broke his foot?
Yeah, for the first Vegas show. His foot was
so he's
broke.
not in one of those Dave Grohl rolling thrones.
Oh, nice. Way to go.
So now how does he do the AC/DC shows now that his foot's broke?
I don't know. It'll heal by then.
I saw an interview with Robin Zander the other day, and Robin Zander said he'd be more than happy to go out and sing one night.
I couldn't. One night, maybe.
That's what he said, one night.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and during back in the day, like when you were young, AC/DC and Cheap Trick used to play here in Beloit together.
Yeah.
They played at Waverly Beach.
Yeah. They played in Pecatonica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that show?
Yeah. I was at the Pecatonica one.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get any pussy that day?
No.
No.
That was my first show. I
Right.
got.
You really high?
Yeah.
That a boy. That a boy. Hey, I'm looking forward to going to see Blackstone Cherry and Shaman's Harvest coming up in May.
Is it on a weekend?
It's on a Sunday night.
Sunday night.
At the Forest Hills Lodge, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you got to wear the hat with the horns?
No, that's when I'm at the Water Buffalo Lodge.
Oh, okay.
So
this is a different one?
Different.
This is a forest one. You have to dress like a tree or something?
Exactly.
And some evergreen?
Evergreen, yeah. Got to go in camouflage.
Sweet.
You thinking about going?
I might, but I don't know where to find that kind of stuff.
What, tickets or?
Evergreen.
Oh, I can help you out with that. Hey, also Kiss has announced a tour of all the, what they call forgotten cities.
Yes.
Playing some of the smaller cities, going to be around here.
Yeah.
And the thing that's kind of making me want to go is the Dead Daisies are opening for
I know. That'll be good. And you know who I'm going? I'm taking Ashley and Micah. My granddaughter likes Kiss.
Yeah.
Because I got her the Scooby-Doo Kiss fucking movie.
Yeah.
One
Did you get your tickets?
for the hell of it? Huh? No, I'm going to get them. Should what?
You can already buy them pre-sale.
Oh, I'm not in the thing.
I can get you the name if you want to.
Well, fuck yeah, man. I want to
Okay,
buy
because
them.
I want to get some tickets. I'm thinking about get some tickets too. Because I want to
Even
see.
though
I want to see
hate,
Karabi.
I hate giving money to the
evil
Gene Simmons Foundation of shit, but
yeah, that's true.
You know, my granddaughter, she's that's something she ain't gonna get to see again.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be coming around when she's.
I remember when my niece was young. I took my 8-year-old niece. Well, my 8-year-old niece goes, "I want to go see Kiss." And that was on the farewell tour.
Oh.
And I go, you have to be 12 years old to see Kiss or they won't let you in. She's like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't think, I should have known better.
Didn't think that
they'd replace Ace and Peter and come back out on the Rock the Nation tour.
Yeah.
So she's 12 years old. She's listening to the radio. She hears the ad. My phone rings.
Oh, yeah.
So I paid the big fan club bonus. Had her right down the third row.
Yeah?
Yeah, she dug it.
Nice.
So, all right. Coming up next hour, we talked to Lita Ford. She's got a new book out called
Living Like a
Runaway, and she's got a new CD coming out, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got both of those, and we'll play something off that. But right now, here's Jerry's other favorite band. This is Steel Panther from their All You Can Eat CD. This is Glory Hole on Rock and Metal Revival.
Did you see the bit on Saturday Night Live? Was that fucking funny or what? My sister lives in Columbus, and she goes, well, my sister-in-law lives in Columbus. She
didn't find humor?
She thought it was fucking hilarious.
There's another one of Jerry's favorite singers, Udo Dirkschneider.
Udo.
From a CD Decadent, and that one's called Speeder on Rock and Metal Revival.
He was one of those teen idol pop. He was all over
Remember
the
Tiger Beat
magazines.
and 16?
Yeah. Udo. He was all over those.
Those are the ones that are hanging up in your room?
Yeah.
And next to the Leaf Garrett and the Bay City Rollers posters. All right.
Yeah, anybody in a kilt.
Anybody in a kilt. Jerry's all over it. All right. We got to go down to the tilted kilt now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah, we should, because there ain't no Hooters in Janesville anymore.
No.
Man, that sucks.
We got to support single moms.
Yeah.
All right. So back to news of the weird. Bank robbers wrap up head to toe in aluminum foil for heist.
No.
Yeah, they cloaked themselves and thought it would help them beat the alarm system.
Did it work? Were they...
No, it looks like bank robbers in southern Brazil donned a highly unusual disguise for a heist. The duo covered themselves from head to toe in aluminum foil for an early Saturday morning raid on Banco do Brazil branch in Piera Grande.
No shit, huh?
You can tell my Spanish is really good here.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
Yeah. 2 tacos. Yeah, anyways, police said that the two believed their improvised outfits would beat the bank's alarm system and stop it from sounding. I'm wondering why they thought that.
I don't know.
They wanted to make sure that the alarms didn't detect their presence, and by using aluminum foil, a spokesman said from the Brazilian police. Astonishingly, the robbers' plan appeared to work. Get this.
Oh.
But as their cloaks didn't allow a Harry Potter style of invisibility, the hapless pair was still captured by the bank's surveillance cameras. Security staff working at the bank alerted local police, and an armed response team arrived, and the aluminum foil dudes went to jail.
Oh, poor guys. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
I wonder how they kept it on. Did they glue it? Or cause
I don't know. I saw that. I kind of saw it on the news, and I kind of laughed, and then I turned the channel.
Yeah.
Alleged naked lawn waterer making a big splash with viral arrest photo. Police said he put on some shorts before attempting to attack them with a knife. California man arrested after allegedly watering his lawn while naked.
He's not supposed to be watering his lawn to begin with.
In California,
California. Jeez,
no, but he apparently his gleeful arrest photo is what's really getting people's attention. Robert Lopez was arrested Wednesday evening after a series of events that began when neighbors in his Kingsburg, California town reported the nude yard work to the Fresno County deputies.
Well, come on, you got to be comfortable. You know, if you're going to be out there working in the yard, you want to be comfortable.
Like you always tell me, Jerry, who wants tan lines?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and when the officers arrived at the suspect's home, he was drinking beer and still naked. Well, I mean, he's just having a good day.
Hey, why not have a beer?
Yeah, exactly. That's what Big Gun does.
Take a break?
Yeah. They suggested him put some clothes on, but he refused.
Uh-oh.
According to police report, instead he allegedly cursed at the deputy and threw a glass beer bottle at him. Now here in Wisconsin, that would have got him an alcohol abuse charge.
Was alcohol involved in this?
It sounds like it. Yeah, not weed.
No,
alcohol.
No, should have been.
Deputy said Lopez threatened to get a gun and shoot the officers. He allegedly then put on a pair of shorts, went inside, and returned with an 8-inch knife.
Nice. Way to go. Way.
Yep. Officers got a knife away from him, but he threw another beer bottle at them before an assisting deputy fired a beanbag round into his stomach, causing him to drop to the ground.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Take that, dumbass.
I guess he smiled and stuck his tongue out in his
he looked like a real dumbass.
He's a genius. Penis Museum curator discusses his growing collection. Wouldn't that be his growing? Never mind.
Yeah.
Size is not everything, but like some, men and women might like to think that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess this Icelandic what's it called?
I don't know.
I don't know. Started as a small gag, but it's grown bigger.
Yeah.
Than they thought.
Really?
To start with, it was just a joke, but when I realized this could make a good collection, I intended to keep it up and and improve on it. So it's called a dicumentary.
Oh, nice.
A documentary about penises, available to buy or rent online via Vimeo. Do you know what Vimeo is? Vimeo?
I had no idea. What is that?
You liar.
No, what is that?
I don't know. Hartons in 72 got a hold of his first penis when he was just a kid. I think we all did.
I did.
All right. When he was a small kid, he says, I was given a bull's penis as a whip to take the cows to pasture and so on, he said. After I got the first, some friends of mine started bringing me penises from the near whaling station nearby.
Hey, take that to Dick Man.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a penis?
Take it over to Dick Lover. All right, and then the first bull boner is a major part of the Penis Museum, which officially opened in 1997. Is currently
home. Haven't been there yet?
Well, I'm not going to Europe to see a penis museum.
Iceland?
Yeah. It is currently home to more than... It's at Nelson Ledges Park is what it is. It is currently home to more than 300 specimen penises and penile parts from more than 93 different animals, ranging in size from a 2-millimeter hamster schlong to a 6-foot-long whale dong.
Oh, jeez.
I could feel that brother's pain.
How the hell does he collect these? Jeez. How do you get them in the mail?
Yeah. You go on eBay like a dong. After 6 decades, he says he's still nuts over the penises. He says, we have 19 big families of mammals in the world. He says species within 8 of them have a bone in the penis. So that's where the boner comes up. That's something people generally don't realize, how many species actually have a bone in their limb. I would never call mine a limb.
No. It's
a sprout, maybe.
If it's a limb.
Yeah, if it's a limb, yeah. And he goes, some mice, it's just a tiny 2-millimeter or something like that with a bone of 1 millimeter. But it functions.
Yeah, I guess.
These animals are very fertile. Mice are all over.
Yeah.
So, ladies, that just goes to prove size is not everything.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. See?
We're looking out for you guys.
Yeah, because mice can do that with that, man.
Yeah.
Just like what we
do.
Yeah. Jeez. Woo! Stand back, ladies.
Yeah, boy. I wonder if we can get a program from there. Prank caller tricks Burger King worker into smashing windows.
I know you heard about this.
The damage the worker did with tire irons and other objects likely caused thousands of dollars in damage. Several employees at a Burger King fast food outlet in Minnesota were persuaded by a prank caller posing as a fire official.
Corey did it.
Yeah, it's Corey and all them uncontrolled noise guys
God
up there.
dang it.
Yeah, up there.
That's
They
not
smashed out the restaurant's windows.
That's not funny.
Convinced them of raising gas pressure was threatening to cause an explosion. Police in the Minnesota suburb of Coon Rapids were dispatched to the... That's close to where Corey is, yeah. It's got to be him. We're dispatched to the scene Friday night after someone in a gasoline station next door called emergency services to report what appeared to be an act of vandalism in progress. The restaurant manager told arriving officers that she had received a phone call from a man identifying himself as the fire department who seemed to have a working knowledge of commercial fire safety systems, which he had asked her to check. In the course of the conversation, she recounted the caller spoke as if he were remotely monitoring the situation inside the restaurant and said he could tell the gas pressure inside the building was rising. He gave her updates. Caller insisted the gas in the building was reaching excessive levels and finally warned that the restaurant was in danger of exploding unless the exterior windows were immediately broken out. Now, this guy thought this out.
Damn, he had that. Yeah.
After quickly ushering out a handful of customers who were present at the time.
It's someone who knows their shit.
Yeah, the manager and 3 other employees ran out to their cars and grabbed tire irons and other objects and began smashing out the windows. Firefighters called to the restaurant, checked the building out, but found no traces of leaking gas. An incident was confirmed to have been a hoax.
Oh, shit. I think Burger King's employees are going on strike.
They want $15 an hour.
Busting their shit. Fuck, that would look crazy, wouldn't it?
Oh, my God.
Wow. Way to go, dude.
You know what that was? That was just some Fire Marshal Bill all pissed up on vodka sitting in there going, I'm going to screw with these people. Watch this.
Yeah,
nice.
Way to go.
Nice. You know what?
Impressive.
Nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
A lot of window business. It was somebody who works for
the window company.
Window company,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to some music.
Next,
coming up.
It's going to be someone having to come and tear the ceiling down.
Coming up, we've got Talking Real Metal, but right now here's a little Burning Rain. This is Shot Down on Rock and Metal Revival.
That'll take care of the roof, then they can get the roof replaced. Yeah. Some Burning Rain.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
All right, horns up, metalheads. It's time to grab the kids, get them close to the speakers, and learn something. It's time for Talking Real Metal.
Oh, but they don't want to learn today.
They're going to learn.
Come on, today, really?
Hey,
they
this generation is dumb enough.
Yeah. Oh,
they need to learn something.
There's quite a few generations that are dumb enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
Enough's new album to include one of Janie Lane's final recordings. That'd be interesting to hear.
Yeah, I wonder what it's... If it's he's in... I wonder if he's on it, you know?
Yeah.
If it's
his vocals or just something...
Yeah, if it's like a demo or something and they just embellished it and finished it.
I know how impressed you were with Enough's Enough at the Michael Schenker concert.
Yeah, they were
ran out and bought all their CDs.
Yeah, I did.
All right, Rats
got
Bobby...
tattoos.
Yeah.
And,
You and Chip.
Yeah.
Rats Bobby Blotzer versus Juan Cusier. Judge denies request for temporary restraining order. You know what, guys?
Because, all right,
nobody
a drummer
gives a
and
shit.
a bass player can't claim anything from that fucking band. Neither one of you had shit to do. Oh, yeah, you sing backup vocals. Woohoo! You're not a voice of Rat.
I just, honestly, dude, I mean, Rat had its day.
Yeah, they could have threw anybody back there to play drums or bass, and it would have still been it.
I saw Rat when they were at Riverfest here, when they had Karabi and they had Jizzy Pearl.
Oh yeah,
they were pretty good. When they had Warren DeMartini and
close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough. I'll take that.
Yeah.
With Warren, but if Warren ain't in it, fuck you guys, man. He's wrote most of the music.
Exactly.
So come on.
All right, Black Sabbath Geezer Butler wants to write an autobiography. I'm pretty sure that
that'll happen.
That'll happen. Saxon parts ways with longtime manager.
I'd read that one too. Or wait for the movie.
All right. Aerosmith's Brad Whitford and Derek.
So you could go manage Saxon.
I should.
You should apply.
And Derek St. Holmes to release reunion album. That sounds good.
Yeah,
I like Derek St. Holmes.
Yeah, man. He's got a great voice.
Matt Sorum says he wasn't asked to take part in the Guns N' Roses reunion. That's kind of odd.
No, it's not.
Why would you
It's a money grab.
Yeah,
it's a big money grab, and why split it 4 ways or have to give him more than a fucking regular drummer they can come in?
Don't they got Frank Farrar as drumming for him? The guy that was with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ex-Judas Priest guitarist KK Downing wants to build world-class golf resort with 40 holiday homes. And that sounds like fun.
Nice, yeah. You're going to go.
I would go.
It's in England, yeah.
Jordan Landy covers Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden on Heavy Rock radio album. We haven't heard anything about that.
No, I just found. I was just thinking of that.
We hadn't heard anything from Jordan.
Haven't heard anything from Jordan in a while.
Yeah. Alice Cooper announces some new headlining shows. I'd like to see that.
I'd go.
I'd do it just to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. If you don't have TV, if you're not watching us.
Yeah. If you're not watching us
on the app,
from the Big Brother app.
Yeah, from the Big Brother app. I'm pointing at a picture of Nina Strauss. All right. Lars Ulrich on new Metallica album. It would be difficult for me to believe that it won't come out in 2016.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
Last in
believe it
line
when I see
taps former Ozzy bassist Phil Susan for upcoming shows.
You called that. You
Uh-huh.
called that. Yeah, I heard you told me about that
Yep.
the other day.
Whitesnake's Joel Hoekstra to record album with Striper's Michael Sweet. That should
That'd
sound
be interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
Richie Blackmore says Jolyn Turner should have been honored by Rock Hall for his work with Deep Purple. That's
No.
If
One album and tour or two. No.
I think they should have done Rainbow though. If Rainbow goes in,
Rainbow
Jolyn Turner
should go in. Yeah, but not for Deep Purple.
What about Coverdale?
Coverdale got in, but he was only
With Deep Purple?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Coverdale got in. Hughes went in too.
Yeah. Whitesnake's David Coverdale's contemplating retirement in 2017. At least somebody who actually knows when to call it a day.
Yeah.
All right. Slash's Los Angeles mansion is back on the market. He's going through a divorce, dude.
Kelly needs money.
Yeah.
That's what Slash is like. All right, dude, I'll fucking do whatever I need to do because I need a lot of funds to fucking
Get through
pay
this
off
divorce. Yeah.
fucking divorce, man.
All right.
Yeah, way to go.
All right. That's going to wind up.
So blame Slash's wife.
Yeah, for the Guns N' Roses
or
reunion.
thank her.
Yeah. Let's see. Next hour we got Lita Ford. Welcome. This is what? How many times we've had Lita on the show? 3, 4? How many times do you and I talk to him? Yeah, two and then one with Andy. All right, so
it was a good time.
We're gonna have Lita on the show next hour, but right now let's go back to the Diary of a Madman CD. Here's Ozzy with Tonight on Rockin' Metal Revival.
It's got one of those great fade out solos, man.
This portion of Rock and Metal Revival is brought to you by...
I invented my own kind of grass, too. Did you know that? Look at this. This is registered. Carl Spackler Bench.
Oh, yeah, I've felt grass like this before. I've played on this.
This is a hybrid. This is a cross, bluegrass, Kentucky bluegrass, featherbed bench, and Northern California sensimilla. The amazing stuff about this is that you can play 36 holes on it in the afternoon, take it home and just get stoned to the bejesus belt that night on this stuff.
There's Halestorm, and you call me a bitch like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, how can that be a bad thing? Come on.
Yeah, hey Lizzie, I know you listen.
Yeah,
and how come you're not coming on the show?
Yeah, really. What's this? I mean,
what
we
use
the deodorant and everything.
We will even stay dressed to be coming on the show.
Yeah, and
So-
we'll have Big Brother turn off the Big Brother camera.
Yeah, we're just throwing that out there, and anybody who knows Lizzie Hale, tell her that she needs to be on this show.
Yeah, what the heck?
That's
man?
like a goal for
Yeah,
2016.
'cause she's
is to have
touring with
yeah.
Lita. We should have told Lita, hey, tell Lizzie to give us a call.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know. We should have told Lita that.
Yeah, I was thinking of that,
Yeah.
but I didn't think of that. 'Cause I didn't.
You're just thinking about that poster over there and Lita's ass hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice
All
one.
right, so coming up, I'm going to ask Lita about that.
You should.
I'm gonna. All right, she's got a new book out called "Living Like a Runaway." A new CD coming out real soon. Well, it hits this weekend.
Yeah. Coming
Yeah,
out. think
it's
so.
called Time Capsule.
Yeah. with
And
the-
a little help for Gene Simmons,
Bunch
and
of
Bruce Kulick,
artists
yeah, a
on it,
bunch
yeah.
of artists on there. But
Billy Sheehan.
Billy Sheehan, yeah, some badasses. So we're gonna play one off that new Time Capsule album. This is called "Rotten to the Core." A little help from Gene and Bruce on this one, and we're gonna talk to Lita Ford coming up next on Rockin' Metal Revival. From her brand new CD Time Capsule, there's Lita Ford and Rotten to the Core on Rockin' Metal Revival. And dude, it's good to hear Lita back and rockin'.
Oh, yeah.
And
for
she's
sure.
she's a busy lady, got a new book out, Living Like a Runaway, and you didn't even wait for the movie on this one.
I know. I actually read the book.
You read the
I
book.
read the book. Holy, lots of words and paragraphs and sentences and shit in there.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Yeah, it took a while, but I got through it.
You did, and she is with us this morning. Lita, we welcome Lita Ford to Rockin' Metal Revival.
Hi guys. Good morning.
Yeah, Lita, like I said, Jerry usually waits for the movie, but he picked up your new book right away, and what a great book. I mean, this had to be hard for you to actually just sit down and go through all these memories and put them down on paper. It had to be quite a task for you.
It was. It was very overwhelming at times. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of heartache, a lot of happy memories that just so funny. I'd find myself crying because I was laughing so hard. Just a lot of ups and downs, and the book is true. It's real. There's no holding back on things, and I just wanted to tell it like it was. It was rock and roll, Sometimes people are getting a little upset at me, thinking, well, you had sex with this guy? Well, this guy's married. It's like, dude, I was a kid. I was 18 when I had sex with this person, and he was not married when he was 18. They think, they act like it happened yesterday. So it's just growing up in the music industry. You're around all these people.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how many people you hung out with, like Richie Blackmore, being able to go to his house and sit and jam with him and stuff. That's crazy. Yeah. Most guitarists, like I'm a big time guitar guy. We're in a room full of guitars, and I was just flabbergasted. I had no idea that you knew so many of these people like this, like Edward Van Halen and stuff, and being able to pick their brain a little bit. That's kind of pretty impressive right there.
I picked everybody's brain. It didn't have to be Edward Van Halen. It could have been my next door neighbor. If he played guitar, I would pick his brain.
Nice.
Lita, I mean, what makes you open up like this and sit down and do a book? I mean, a lot of people don't like to throw all their stories out to the public. I mean, what was the deciding factor for you?
Well, if I was going to deliver a book, I wanted it to be real, and I wanted it to be something people could really sink their teeth into, and not put the book down after the first page and say, you know what, this is going to be boring, I don't want to read it, sucks, throw it aside. I didn't want to have that. I wanted to be able to capture the reader from the very beginning of the book. And in the beginning of the book, things are light and happy, and there's, it talks a lot about my parents and my upbringing, and whereas a lot of people think that I had a terrible upbringing. You're in a rock band, you must have had a terrible upbringing.
Yeah.
No, actually, I had the most wonderful parents anybody could ever want. It was just a complete opposite. So a lot of things were things I'd like to clarify, because there's so many stories going on around. Lita did this and Lita did that, and it's like, wait a minute. I have reasons, and I have my own side of the story I'd like to share. And also it's a female in a man's world. It's a story in itself. It's almost like a rock and roll manual.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Lita, with the new surge of women in hard rock and metal, do you feel like the Runaways were one of the main people who paved the way for bands like Halestorm, who you're going out on tour with a little later on this year?
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely. A lot of the girls that are out now, Orianthe and. I think Nita Strauss and, of course, Lizzie Hale, and she tells it like it is. Where did I get my ideas? And you got to love that. She's a doll.
Yeah.
Love her to death, and we're real excited to be going out with Halestorm. But yeah, they've got to have a leader. There's got to be a leader. There's leaders and followers, and my leaders were men. Mm-hmm. I had to turn to people like Richie Blackmore and Tony Iommi and, all these wonderful guitar players. They were my leaders. They were my heroes. So now there's a woman out there that, more than one woman
yeah.
that you can turn to and say, I learned this from Lita Ford, and I wear this because Lita wore it, or, I learned this riff because this is how Lita plays it. It's just really cool, really awesome to see. I can go to my grave and be happy with that.
Nice. So what is it about the Explorer guitar shape that really drew you in back in the Runaway days?
Well, I honestly don't remember about the shape so much as the sound of the guitar.
Yeah.
And it was different. It wasn't, it was just different. And I like things that are unlike anybody else's. Les Pauls are very common guitars. Yeah. A lot of people play them. I have one. I love it. I don't play it live. I save it for recording or going into the studio, I have a whole different load of guitars that people don't see because they're especially for recording. But I wanted to be different, and I wanted to just say, look at this. What is that guitar? Because back in the 70s, well, this was late 70s now, early 80s, the Explorer really wasn't that common of a shape. There wasn't a whole load of them out there. So I wanted to be different. I wanted people to say, wow, what is that? You know, sounds amazing. How's she doing that? What is it? Just attracted attention, and attracted their ear and their eyes.
You know, Lita, I remember back in around 1999, there was talk of maybe a Runaways reunion. Has that topic been revisited since that time?
Honestly, everybody asks me that, and I wish, I hope and pray that one day we can. It'd be awesome, but I don't think so. I mean, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening, unfortunately.
Okay, well, you know, I want to talk about your new CD, because we just got our copy yesterday. I've been listening to it, and it's great to have new music for you. But one of the things I was really noticed on it is all the great people that were involved, all the heavy hitters in music. You had guys from Kiss, you had some of the guys from Cheap Trick, Billy Sheehan. Yeah, I mean, how did this all come together?
Yeah, well, I knew a lot of the guys at the time. I still do. But at the time, we were recording in a studio in California, and in the next room was another recording studio. So that studio was always full of musicians. And then sometimes we would just hang out, you know, like the guys from Cheap Trick or the Runaways and Cheap Trick grew up together.
Yeah.
They're old friends. We were just hanging out at the time, writing, trying to come up with some new material, and we went into the studio, and they ended up singing on Rick and Robin ended up singing on The Killing Kind, and it was amazing. It was just a really amazing time in my life. People like Dave Navarro coming in and just jamming a little bit on mandolin.
Yeah, nice. That's crazy.
You know? Like, what do you want me to play? Here, play this. Just cool stuff and great songs, great people. Just a lot to offer off that album. And its release date is April 15th. It won't be out until April 15th, so unfortunately.
I'm looking forward.
Gotta wait a little while.
Looking forward to seeing that in stores. And another album that's released on April 15th that you're on is the new Ace Frehley album. How did you get involved with that? Yeah.
Ace is doing, it's a cover record. So he's picked his favorite songs, and he's got his favorite musicians. I know Slash is on something, and John 5 is on something. And he invited me to sing Wild Thing.
Nice.
And we did our own version of it. It's not identical to the Trogs or anything like that, you know, and it just takes off. I play some guitar on it, which was a real honor to be able to play guitar on Ace's record.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know, we're buddies, and it came together really well. It was a lot of fun.
Now, do you regret telling Robert Plant no when he asked you to play bass in Led Zeppelin?
Well, now, see, there's a misconception there, and the press just takes it out of context to what really happened. And if you read the book says all he really did was ask me if I played bass. He says, you don't play bass, do you? It's not like he came up and said, we want you to play bass for Led Zeppelin. That's not what happened. You know, he'd watched the Runaways play. Him and Jimmy Page came to a show, and Robert Plant said, you don't play bass, do you? And I said, for who? And because John Paul Jones was one of my favorite bass players ever.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't know what he was talking about. And I thought, for who? You know, it wasn't in my vision there.
Hey, now, Lita, you were very close with one of our favorite artists, Lemmy Kilmister. What was it? One of your best memories with you and Lemmy?
Oh boy, Lemmy and I were just stupid, funny, happy-go-lucky friends, and when we were together, we would just mess around and play guitars. We wrote "Can't Catch Me," which is off the Lita album, and we were going to play that, of course, on tour with Lizzie, the guys, because he just passed away. So it's still fresh in everyone's mind. So we've added that to the set and dedicated to all Motorhead fans in loving memory of Lemmy. You know, we just, you know, we used to get drunk together, hang out, play guitars, basically.
Cool. Nice. Well, you know, Lita, I got to tell you this, and we set up our studio here. We've been doing Rock and Metal Revival for 10 years, and one of the first pieces of work, the artwork that Jerry hung on the wall here, is a poster of you facing a wall, holding a guitar.
It's your butt.
Yeah, and it's been up here for what, how many years?
I don't know, about 5.
Yeah, and I saw it the other day in a music store, and I'm like, you know what? That poster is iconic.
Yeah. Well, you're holding the Ovation guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it. I know it well. It's hanging in a lot of places.
And the other thing, Lita, I wanted to tell you, I remember seeing you with Poison back in Madison back in the day, and I always thought it was the coolest thing how you just came out and just shredded on the guitar. Do you feel that you weren't taken as seriously as a guitarist over the years? Because honestly, Lita, I think you rule. I really do. I think you kill it on the guitar.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know, it's a fight sometimes because people don't want to take it serious. A female plays guitar, and you know, it's like, yeah, she strums a few chords. No, she plays guitar. She actually knows what she's doing. You know, I've been doing this since I was 10. I'm 57 years old. Come on, you think I'd have it down by now? So I've played with the best of them.
And yeah, you have. Sure. And Lita, you've got, like I said, you've got a great book out. Both Jerry and I have read it. We've recommended it to everyone. We love the new album you got coming out on the 15th. You're still out on the road. And if people want to know more about Lita Ford or keep up to date with what you're doing, where's the best place? LitaFordOnline.com official. Okay.
Sweet.
That's the best place, and you're going to be out on tour with Halestorm, and you're going to be all over. So we look forward.
Be at Bratfest
in Madison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're looking forward.
Yep. We're out there, and we're doing a lot of shows. So
a lot of shows.
If people are complaining, saying, "Why isn't she coming to our neck of the woods?" I bet you we will be by the end of the year. We will be in your neck of the woods.
All right.
Nice.
Well, Lita, it has been an honor and a pleasure to have you on the show, and we're going to get out of here with a song that's pretty much autobiographical for you. This is "Living Like a Runaway." You want to tell us a little bit about this tune?
Well, "Living Like a Runaway" was the title track. First of all, it was a title track off the album that I released in 2012, and there was a story behind "Living Like a Runaway," and it does not have. It's not about the runaways. So you got to read the book to find out why it's called "Living Like a Runaway," and the book is also called "Living Like a Runaway."
So works out perfect.
Works out perfect.
Title track of the book and the album.
All right. Well, Lita, you are always welcome back here on Rock and Metal Revival.
Thank you very much.
There's Dirty Rig from their CD Rock Did It called "Suck It."
It's such a happy tune.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why like school choirs and stuff don't sing stuff like
bands.
that.
High school bands don't march to "Suck It."
Yeah. It'd be perfect for sports.
Yeah.
You know?
Like every time there's a touchdown thrown, you could play, "Hey, defense, suck it." Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We got to
perfect. It would inspire people.
Let's shoot that to the NFL. Yeah. All right. Well, we want to thank today. We want to thank Lita Ford for coming on the show. Check out her book. Her book kicks ass.
Yeah, it's a good book.
It's a great book, and she's got a new, like I said, new CD in
There
stores.
will be. I know there will be another book.
I hope
once
there's
the
a
kids
movie.
are all grown and everything's
Seriously,
set,
dude.
Then there can be some.
If there's a movie from this book, I'm going to have tickets night one.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
about it. Think about a movie from this book.
Oh, yeah. There'd be a lot of.
Yeah.
Man, they'd have to show it at one of those.
They would have to throw it on Cinemax or something.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, Lita's got that new book in stores. Check that out and check out her new CD, Time Capsule. Next week on the show, one of our favorite guests, our old buddy Big Daddy Rich.
Oh, yeah.
From the Texas Hippie Coalition. They've got a new CD coming out in stores next weekend.
No shit.
Yeah, and so we're going to have Big Daddy Rich on the show.
Sweet.
I love having Big Daddy
He's
Rich.
a good dude, man.
Man, he don't give a... No, he don't.
He's in charge. He's large and he's in charge.
Yeah, that's right. So next week we will have him on the show. Once again, we want to thank everybody who listens. We want to thank our...
And we want to be...
What?
And unthank anyone who
doesn't listen. Yeah, if you're not listening, we're not thanking you.
We're not thanking you.
But we want to thank our affiliates, man. Our affiliates kick ass. We want to thank Megarock Radio, Robert down there. We want to thank Corey at Uncontrolled Noize. And you motherfuckers at Rock Rage Radio, you guys rock.
Watch your language, man.
I'm sorry.
You can't say that on the internet.
I can't?
What the fuck? No, you can't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Right. Okay, so then until next time?
Yeah, you can.
I'm
just fucking with you.
Well, then fuck you.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Uh-oh.
Don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly.
Peace.
This brings to an end another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rock and Metal Revival.
So who put his hoo-hoo dilly in your cha-cha?
That's just a little taste of Rock and Metal Revival. If you want to hear the whole show, music and all, you can catch it on Megarock Radio Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Central, on Uncontrolled Noize at 6 p.m. Central on Saturday nights, and on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central Time on Rock Rage Radio. Otherwise, if you want more times or listings, you can check out our Facebook or our website at rmrshow.com.